Good evening, everyone. I am so excited that you are here tonight. And we are really excited tonight because we have a special guest. Her name is Amy Dippold, and she is just a fantastic leader in our company. So, thank you again for joining us. And I'm going to just give you a little bit of her background. Amy is a former behavioral health specialist working with children and families. She began LifeVantage in 2016 to primarily help her husband age better and realized that this was a gift that everyone should know about. So true. After 2 years of working LifeVantage in the nooks and crannies, it replaced her day job income and she came home full time. She later started homeschooling her children, and they most recently bought their dream acreage with an EC1 and growing income. This has been a massive blessing all around. Grant, her husband, also works the business while he continues to work for a Big Four accounting firm in the finance arena, managing large accounts. Well, it certainly is an honor, Amy, to have you on here tonight. We're just thrilled to have you. We appreciate you taking the time out, and we're excited to hear from you. So the time is yours, my friend.
Oh, thank you, Julie. Thank you for that kind introduction. And thank you, everybody, for tuning in live with us tonight. I know there's a ton of things you could possibly be doing. I don't know about where y'all live, but it's hot outside right now. I had curled my hair and I stepped outside and it just all went flat. I'm like, why? Why'd we do this? But I am so excited to be doing this live with you. And I really hope that even if those who missed the live tonight, that they can catch this replay because like Julie mentioned, I truly believe deep in my soul that this is a gift that everybody deserves to at least hear about and then be able to make an informed choice about, right? And it's just grown. My passion has grown year after year since doing this. And where I started in 2016, I knew nothing about this industry. In fact, I thought I hated this industry. Is anybody else out there like that? Like, I don't want anything to do with network marketing. I swore I would never, ever do it. But what I fell in love with first was the product. It was a standalone product that I could not refute what I had seen in front of my very eyes when I saw my mother-in-law, who had been suffering for 4 years from debilitating pain and inflammation from an injury in her Achilles tendon. She was suffering, and somebody had brought this to her, and like me, she was like, I don't do that stuff, right? And she went to all of her doctors and she listened to her doctors. They gave her meds. They gave her a special boot. They did hours and hours of therapy, and they even did surgery. And at the end of that, she was worse off. She was depressed. She was in pain. And we were really concerned about where the trajectory of her future looked like. Has anybody been there? Has anybody been sitting there and wondering, concern for a loved one, what does their future look like because they're hurting so much and Western medicine isn't fixing the problem? So she actually reached back out to the person that had offered her this little pill that I'm going to talk to you about. And she said, just give it to me. I'm desperate. I don't even want to hear the spiel. Just give it to me. She took it, and in the first 30 days, her pain was 60% decreased because it was inflammation. And after 3 months, 6 months, 100% gone. We saw her start to walk again. We saw her joy come back again. We saw tears rolling down when she realized she could play with her grandkids again. That's when the little ditty in my head went on, and I was like, there's something here that we need to look at. But we're living in a 2-bedroom apartment. We just had our second baby. I'm not ready to take things. I'm fine. I don't really realize I wasn't fine. I was chronically tired, chronic fatigue, muscle debilitation, migraines. Like, I was not fine, let's be honest, but I was not thinking of myself at the time. I was just thinking about money and finances, and we don't have the money for that. And so my mother-in-law, who became so passionate like I am now, I'm so thankful. She passionately followed up with us and she said, you guys, you need to hear it from a cardiologist then. And that's when it stopped me in my tracks, because my prayer had been for my husband. I wanted something proactively for his heart so that he could age better, so that his fate would not be his biological father's, who passed away at the age of 35 from a massive heart attack. Doctors were already trying to push him on prescription medications by the age of 18. And we knew that that wasn't looking good. And so we went 4.5 hours to hear a cardiologist talk about what I'm going to share with you. And that changed the trajectory of our life. I saw social proof that this actually worked in the whole room, testimony after testimony. And then I don't remember anything that they said about the science, but what I do remember, and where it was like my eyes opened for the first time, is that doctor said, I have been able to help more people proactively with this little yellow pill than I've ever been able to do reactively as a doctor. That blew my mind. And so I grabbed my husband. I said, babe, you're going to start taking this and you're going to take it for the rest of your life. I'm actually going to start taking this, and we have an obligation to share this with people. So without further ado, what is this? What is this that I'm talking about that I'm so crazy excited about? By the way, this was in 2016. We didn't know a single thing. Like I said, we were living in a 2-bedroom apartment with 2 kids. Our life was crazy. Our finances were tight, and we figured it out because we plugged in. We were coachable. We were teachable. And it was like when God put that fire in my heart, it just could not burn out. It just could not. And so I want to encourage you tonight with whatever you hear, just take whatever nuggets stick out to you and see if it can apply to your life. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to share my screen. And I'm going to tell you the story of where this all started and what it looks like today. Okay. Everybody see that good? Yeah. Okay. So we're going to talk about, we take it here at Life Vantage, we take it to make it. I'll explain that in a little bit. We feel it, and then we often share it because we get so gosh darn excited. And our goal is to help people look and feel your best. And then if you decide to, you can have fun, make money, and make a difference. Because ultimately, I don't know, I don't want to be making money if I'm not making a difference. That's just my goal. And so there is an opportunity attached to that, but I want to educate you so that you can make an informed choice over your health, your family's health, and if you decide to share it, what does that look like? So where did it all start? Actually, guys, this started with 40 years of research in a lab. That blew my mind. I'm not even 40 yet, but 40 years. And then this doctor landed on this beautiful blend. He had tried drugs and pharmaceuticals because that's what they were taught. Those weren't working for the problem that he was trying to solve. He landed on 5 herbs that, when put together in the perfect recipe, they addressed something called oxidative stress. Now, I had no idea what oxidative stress was until I learned about this. So you might have to learn this too for yourself. But he made a claim that nobody in the world had ever been able to make before, and nobody has ever been able to make since. So if you look on this little graph here, we see oxidative stress. And then without this little yellow pill I'm going to tell you about, this little red line just goes up, 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 up as we age. As you age, your oxidative stress increases. We all have it. It is a problem, okay? And he found that when they took this little pill called Protandim, which means it works in tandem together to activate your body, they couldn't distinguish the blood from a 20-year-old to that of an 80-year-old. Across the line, that red line went down to straight blue, and it was all significantly reduced by 40% in 30 days. That's why in 30 days, my mother-in-law's inflammation significantly reduced, her pain reduced, because her oxidative stress went down, just like the claims that they made from the day that this launched to today. It's the same claim. And this was such a powerful statement that was being made because nobody else has ever been able to make it, that back in 2005, ABC Primetime did an investigative report on the claims that this doctor was making, and they ended up validating. Better yet, their results were better than the claims that this doctor was saying to the world. Better. So if you haven't seen that, it's old, but it's still significant because it's still doing the exact same thing in every single body that takes this. It's activating a pathway. So they're taking something that's activating your body to make something, okay? What does that look like? Okay, so here's the problem. Oxidative stress. We all have it. We can't escape from it. And I dare say, y'all, we are living in the most toxic time in human history. Are we not? Look around. Things are trying to kill us from every direction. What is going on? The food that we eat, there's so many toxic chemicals in it, and we try so hard to get clean, but you're paying out the wazoo just to try to get something that doesn't have chemicals sprayed on it. The water that we drink, if you go and research what's in your water, it's terrifying. The air that we're breathing is polluted. There's people on both ends of the spectrum of having, when you exercise too much or when you're not exercising enough. There's research both ways saying you can do too much and it's causing oxidative stress to your cells. Just the environmental toxins, even like work stress and family stress and the world stress that people get so uptight about because the world is kind of crazy sometimes. Then you introduce Wi-Fi, EMFs, 5G, and then medications. Every medication comes with a side effect. And what is that side effect doing? It's causing more oxidative stress in your body, more damage. And so that's pretty wild to think about. And you can't live in a bubble. Unfortunately, we just can't. So what can we do about it? And this is where I kind of sunk from my head to my heart. And I'm like, well, God knew we would be living in this time in history. Maybe this is a solution that he gave us to put armor on our cells and protect us. And so what does oxidative stress do in the body? Okay, so that's where it comes from. We know we can't escape it. We all have it. What is it doing? And this is wild. So we're often trained like outside approach, outside in approaches. Like if you feel this way, treat it with that. Put this Band-Aid on here, stick this there. Is anybody else getting sick of the Band-Aids? Like, is anybody else out there just like, I'm done with this Band-Aid approach. So what we're talking about here is addressing oxidative stress and that damage that is literally rusting your cells. Think about when a bike and metal is like you set a bike outside and it rains on it, or like anything metal and it rains on it, it oxidizes, it gets rusty. That's happening to your cells. And so what we're doing is that oxidative stress is going to different places in the body. For my husband, his DNA, right? It went to his heart. For me, it was in my brain. I was struggling with all these different issues. Oxidative stress can show up in anybody in different places, in the skin, in kidneys, in joints, in lungs. Think any brain issue that you know somebody's struggling with, that's oxidative stress. The eyes, the blood vessels, the immune system. And you don't have to take my word for it. You can go to the National Library of Medicine's website and you can type in oxidative stress, and you can see over 300,000 studies linking that to a disease, okay? So think about if you could reduce the center of that graph by 40% in 30 days, how are all of these external problems going to start looking, and how is the person going to start feeling, okay? And if you continue to take it over a long period of time and your body continues to repair and detox and get rid of the inflammation, your body is turning on again like when you were 20, how do you think long term you're going to start you're feeling and functioning just the way that I saw happen to my mother-in-law and just the way that I saw happen to myself, and now hundreds and hundreds of people that I've shared this with. So having oxidative stress does not feel good, okay? I want you to count how many of these do you have when you look at this. I had chronic fatigue. I had no energy. I had brain fog. I couldn't concentrate. I had aches and pains because if I worked out, it was not a good day. And it was actually not a good multiple days after that. I was getting sick often. I worked in a hospital for a period of time, and I was just like, well, this is what we do. We get sick in the spring and we get sick in the fall, and sometimes a good sick in the winter. That doesn't happen to us anymore. If we are sick, it is so rare and short-lived. I almost get just annoyed because it's just not part of our routine anymore. So all this to say, this is the flagship product that really launched this beautiful company called LifeVantage. It's called Pro Tandem NRF2 Synergizer. And the claims that it makes is it lowers that bad, awful, disgusting, disease-making stuff by 40% in 30 days. And it does that by activating pathways in your body that repair your cells, that detox, that anti-inflammatory. Your master antioxidant enzyme is glutathione. It increases that by 300% when you are consistent with this. And it's 5 herbs. It's also patented many times. They patented herbs because it works so well. It's banned substance control group. So all those people in the Olympics, they can take this. They can take this and not get in trouble because it is BSCG approved. And it is NSF approved, meaning that 100% of what we say is in there is actually in there, okay? So that's just exciting stuff. And I know that that's a lot of information, but ultimately just think about all those issues that people are dealing with. If you could go to the source of the problem and reduce that noise in your body, 40 to 70%, how would that person feel and how would they age? This is just a picture of all the research that I went in a 6-month deep dive researching after I got started because I thought I needed to know it all. And all that this is showing is that if you were to run to your cupboard right now and take all the supplements that you have been trying because there's research on this and that's good for that and blah, 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 playing mad scientist, stop doing that. You want research on the patented blend. If the name of your product isn't in PubMed.gov, it hasn't been researched as a whole, and you don't know what that recipe is doing inside your body. Everything that I'm going to show you tonight, we know exactly what that recipe is doing inside your body and that they work in tandem together, together, for. They're not going to counteract and fight one another. They're going to work for your body. So that's Protandim Nerve 2. It's not a supplement. It's an activator. So you are taking this little pill so that your body can make its own antioxidants. You'd have to consume so much food in order to do what this one little pill does. In order to fight that damage in your cells, you'd have to consume 400 oranges, 500 cups of broccoli, 110 cups of blueberries, and 120 vitamin C tablets every day to do what one yellow pill does every day. That is a breakthrough in science and in health. I'm going to just jump ahead. We have now not just one activator, but we have 3 that when you put together, they can help address things like mitochondrial health, which is the power source in every cell. If your energy is low, your mitochondria are not doing well. If there's an autoimmune disorder, your mitochondria are damaged. So this flips that switch back on and helps your body repair that. We also have an NAD protandim. The NAD protandim flips the switch to tell your body to create more NAD. This is huge. This is like a recycling pathway to help take all that trash out and also to direct everything in your body so that your body is running fluidly. It is absolutely a very powerful pathway in your body that you want to turn on if you can. So I personally love this tri-pack. I take it together, I rip it open every day, and I have noticed so many things. As I'm aging, I feel like I'm aging better. I have more mental clarity. I sleep better. I'm awake better. I used to be the chronic napper, so I'd schedule my day with naps. I don't even think about a nap anymore. If I, like on a Sunday, sometimes lay down, I'm like, oh, I really, 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 really want to take a nap. And then I'm like, I just can't. I just can't do it. But I love it because it helps me accomplish so much more in my day, be more present with my family in my day. And that was one of my big pains, is I was burning the stick at both ends and I just had nothing left to give. In the behavioral health work that I was doing, I poured 110% into those families and I came home and I'm like, sorry guys, I got nothing left for you. And with this, I feel like my body is good. I am in peak performance, and that is something I want other people to be able to experience as well. We have an activator for your brain, okay? This is so cool because this picture right here is my own daughter's spelling test. And we were just having a day, and it was, I probably, wasn't helping the case at all, but we had started late. I was trying to get things done. She was literally doing somersaults and cartwheels in between each spelling word. And I finally stopped and I said, where's your Axio? Like, have you not drank your brain drink yet today? And she's like, oh, no, I didn't. I'm like, what are we doing? Because y'all, I homeschool, remember? I'm like, what in the world? We are taking a holy pause. Mom is going to go cool down in the other room. You're going to go mix up your Axio and you're going to drink it. She chugged it. And we're going to reconvene. 15 minutes after she drank her Axio, we retook the test. I did no prepping. And as you can look on this, her words were evenly spaced, her numbers, her sentences. It was like she barely made an error because her brain turned on within 15 minutes of activating her brain. And so this is just a powdered drink. I have a decaf one in my drink right now. They are delightful. I'm drinking purple grape. I wake up every morning to dragon fruit and it is amazing. I challenge any of you. I just got a text message. I gave a friend this the other day and she texted me the next, she's like, I need it now. We're going on vacation. That stuff is amazing. I can't even wait for it to ship. How do I get it today? And so we had to do like an emergency delivery so that this friend that I've been trying to get to order for months and get her off the bad stuff that she was drinking. And she just take one sample of it and she's like, this is life changing. So I'm pretty excited about that. This is just some brain scans when you combine some of the Protandim with the brain drink. A neuroscientist did a before and after of a 16-year-old ADD. And you can see like the red spot in the frontal lobe where all the decision making, it turns green after just, what was it? Was it a week? It's blocked up. It's a week or 2 weeks, not very long. And then you look at this coherence where, has anybody else felt like that? Where your brain's like ding, 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 like all over the place. And then just after activating, his brain is calm. I literally saw that in my daughter. I didn't have to take a brain scan to see the change and to make that difference in how the rest of our homeschool day went. Who do you know that could benefit from something like this? I can't not share it, right? Oh, I forgot to take that out. That was just another picture of her spelling test. How cool to see how much improvement that is just by giving her brain the nutrients it needed to function. That's so cool. Collagen. Everybody's talking about it, but why? It is such an important protein in the body. And if you are over the age of 30, your body is significantly losing it. Okay? I didn't like hearing that. But I'm really glad I know about it now. Liquid. If you are taking a powdered collagen, I am so sorry to break the news to you. You're getting about 10 to 30% absorption, and just like the rest of the supplements that your cupboard might be full of, you're flushing the rest down the toilet. That does not sound like a good investment. And I am one person, I do not like to waste my money. I want to know where my money is going, that it's working for me, and that I'm not flushing stuff down the toilet, okay? If you get liquid that is hydrolyzed, sorry, it's like got a tickle in my throat I can't get rid of. You're going to get 90+% absorption. This is huge for people who want to utilize collagen for what it is. You want to be absorbing it. And so when you look at priced comparison to different things, if you're only absorbing 10%, you'd have to take 10 times more than what the liquid is. And it's just absolutely incredible. So I want that to work for me. And I wasn't sure what to expect with collagen, but I'm going to show you some before and afters that might just blow your mind, because I think testimonies is the most powerful thing that we can share with people. And so why this collagen though? Of all the collagens on the market, why this one? Because this one, like everything else that LifeVantage does, we take it to make it. We are activating your own collagen in your body, okay? But then we're going to do 3 things. We're not just going to stop with making your own. We're going to replenish what's been lost, and then we're going to maintain as you age, okay? So we activate with the ruby red quinoa extract. It is the secret hero ingredient because it's activating gene expression, like everything else I've talked about, gene expression to create and boost your own collagen production. This is huge. And there's a lot of science behind this. I'm not going to go into it, but let me just tell you, you don't want to move forward until you've activated your collagen. It's very, very, very powerful. And then you want to replenish it. So we have 5,000 milligrams of hydrolyzed marine peptides from fish. Okay. So you want that in your body to work for you. And you get 10 types of collagen, not just 1, not just 2, like all the competitors out there, you're getting 10. So if you think about that iceberg picture, okay, has everybody seen the iceberg picture where all you can see is the tip top of the iceberg, but underneath the water is all this just giant mass that nobody sees? Okay, think about that with your collagen breakdown. You're only seeing the tip top of the iceberg when you see products that improve hair, skin, and nails, right? But think about what all 10 types are doing to repair everything that's made up of collagen in your body. Those joints, your blood vessels, like every organ in your body that's held together. If you didn't have that, you'd just be a bottle of mush. If you have wrinkles on the outside, you got wrinkles on the inside, you're going to want that collagen to replenish. So you're doubling your collagen, you're replenishing it with this, and then you're maintaining. And this is where they say you get that special glow that we get from it with this incredible berry extract. It helps slow the breakdown of the existing collagen as you're aging. So like you can age beautifully and gracefully. And we've seen a lot of people, I'm seeing some faces on here where I'm like, when I see their before and afters, one person on here is like, it looks like her before and after looks like a sister, like a mother-daughter, like she aged backwards. What in the world? And I see that over and over and over again. I get so excited for people because they're not only looking better, they're feeling better about that as well. Like every product that I share with you, we don't have added sugars, sweeteners, we're non-GMO, dairy-free, gluten-free, soy-free. We're all the frees. We want to keep it clean and healthy for your body. So here's the beautiful thing. Like I said, it's important that what you put in your body, things are researched together so that we have stacks for people that can be like, well, I kind of want that and that because I want both those benefits. Well, they're better together. And this is so cool that all the research that we do when we put these things together is that when you put the Protandim with the collagen, it showed an increase of collagen density by 100% in 8 weeks. You can double your collagen production and density by 100%. Depths of crow's feet, I can't see my statistics on here for some reason. I have something in the way and I don't know how to hide it. I think depths of crow feet by 20%, skin roughness, the blood catalase level, your skin elasticity, and then again, reducing that oxidative stress, the root of all of those problems we have when we age. There's some really cool things that we're seeing happen together. So let me just quickly show you a few pictures, before and afters, 7 days, and the skin was like, suck it up. I feel good. This one was 7 days. This one on the right was 30 days, 15 days, 60 days. Guys, can you imagine? And I just want to know, like, if you start this journey, take your before and after pictures, do it in the same light, do it in the same spot of your house. I mean, people's eyes begin to glow. They just glow because they're activated. Their legs before collagen and after collagen, these are not longer than 60 days, my friends. 30 days, 60 days, and these are friends of mine. I know their names. I know who they are. They're on this Zoom, some of them. Look at that. How much better do you think they feel on the inside as they're taking this? So beautiful. It's bringing out their true confidence is what they're doing. Like, I just see these people, I'm like, I see them walk taller. They feel more confident. They want to go and be out with people because they just look and feel good. And I just love giving people back that opportunity. So, like I said, can you imagine what they're feeling on the inside? Now, I want to quickly talk about all this technology that I talked about, addressing the root cause of these issues. We have some other neat things, neat categories of products. They did so back in 2009, okay? They did a study on skin cancer with our product. And it wasn't us, it was LSU, and you can go read that research. And they came back to the company and they said, oh my goodness, you've got to look at the results of this study. You should make Nerve 2 into a topical and protect our largest organ, our first line of defense. And so we launched the first activating skincare line that's out there. And it has gotten a recent facelift. And one of those facelifts is a daily firming complex. Now, this is a big deal for people who are taking retinol and using it because this is a better than retinol plant alternative that doesn't have redness, no sun sensitivity, and no irritation. It combats 11 signs of aging, and it literally physically firms and smooths the skin in just 21 days. Those pictures that I showed you were without this. Now we have pictures when they added that, and it's just like another level. I get so excited. And we have a whole skincare regimen. It's a 4-step regimen, science-backed, like everything that we do, anti-aging. It has like amazing ingredients that if you got in the nitty-gritty, you would get really, really excited about. And it takes 5 minutes. So I don't know about you guys, but I am not a big skincare junkie. And I need something very simple that I can pop, lock, and drop it all. So I'm compliant every day, right? Like I just want to take my stuff, I want to put it on, and I want to move on with my day. And this has allowed me to do that. And I get very excited because it's literally that little yellow pill that I'm so passionate about. It's the same stuff going on my skin. And I know that I'm doing the best for my skin as I age. So this is our LifeVantage lineup. You might be sitting there thinking, wow, I really do want to know more about that skincare. But we also have things like daily essentials. If you're not confident that you're getting anything good out of your multivitamin, talk to somebody about your daily vitamins. And some things we can't make, but you don't need such hefty doses. You will be very surprised when you activate the body how little supplementation is actually needed. You significantly reduce that, and we bring people back to baseline. Then you have your anti-aging, you have your skincare, we have hair care. I have been using our hair care with the little yellow pill ingredients since 2018, and that's it. We have our collagen, we have our gut health, and coming in October, I want you to stay very close to the person that invited you to this, because coming in October, we are launching something that's going to activate something called GLP-1. The GLP-1 activator. It's going to address far more than weight loss, but it is going to be very significant for anybody that's struggling with that stuff. Calming the food noise and hormones, all the things. So stay tuned for that. That is coming in October. But we even have something for your dogs. So we put our dogs on it so that they age slower. We want them around longer. We want them healthier, and even the immune system and energy. So get back with the person that shared this with you and be like, okay, this is the category. This is the problem that I'm struggling with the most. What might be the best fit for me? Okay. Now, I do want to pause this really quick, and I want to bring on here just another guest to share their personal testimony. And this just isn't just any guest, okay? This is Dr. Jennifer Katzer. She's a doctor of chiropractic care, specializing in family, pediatric, and prenatal chiropractic. She's actually now my personal chiropractor and my husband's, and she adjusted my daughter today even, and she's done my son. So she's just taken over our whole family. She graduated from Palmer, and she's a wife and a mom to 4 kids, and she also homeschools. And guys, she's an amazing friend and just a lover of people. And she has a beautiful, beautiful testimony that I would love for her to just share with you that happened first for her, and then some experiences with her clients. Dr. Jennifer, will you share?
I would love to. Thank you for inviting me. Can you hear me okay?
Yes.
Wonderful. So Amy and Jillian Fisher introduced me to activation. It has been almost a year and a half now, and it has been such a blessing in my life. I was actually looking for an alternative for a lot of my patients because I do a lot of work with fertility and hormones. And a lot of the time I was spending $100 a bottle to get people on glutathione. If you guys have ever heard of glutathione, it's like one of the best antioxidants that you can use in your body. And then I got introduced to come and learn about activation just like you guys did tonight. And I found out that taking NRF2 actually increases glutathione by 300% in your body. And all of these expensive products that I was using with my patients in my office, in addition to a lot of other supplements, could not do what this does. And I started, of course, taking it myself. So I was struggling immensely with joint pain, especially my wrist. I'd been adjusting for 7 years, and I had no idea if I was going to actually be able to keep doing work as a chiropractor, even though I love being a chiropractor. I love taking care of my patients, but my wrist hurt so bad. I was getting them adjusted 3 times a week. I was wrapping them, and they still hurt. I couldn't work out anymore. I couldn't lift weights anymore. I couldn't do push-ups anymore. And I love doing those things. But if I did it, I was out, and it hurt to tears when I was trying to adjust. So I started taking this collagen. Mind you, I had been taking powdered collagen for 10 years before, and I had been taking liquid collagen 5 years after that first 10 years of taking collagen. So I started when I was 25 taking collagen, and I'd continued to take it. And I knew I had to keep doing it because I knew collagen would help, but it wasn't getting rid of my wrist pain. It wasn't getting rid of my knees popping. And I started taking the NRF2 and the collagen together. And in that first couple of weeks, my wrist pain was gone. And it has been a year and a half now, and I have not had to get my wrist adjusted once. I have not had to have my wrist wrapped. And I immediately had to share this with all of my patients, primarily because what do people always say about chiropractors? Once you go, you always have to go. Well, I still love going and getting adjusted, so I'm not going to stop doing that because I love it. But it truly has been such a blessing to see the stability that has come from my patients, their ability to hold their adjustments longer, the ability for them to stop popping in their joints. And it's going to take some people different amounts of time, but time and time again, I've seen great improvements with hormones. I've seen vitamin D levels go up. I've seen fats improved when it comes to cholesterol levels. There are so many things in my labs when I'm testing with patients that have improved so much more quickly, because instead of supplementing, you're actually reactivating your body to do what God had it doing from the beginning and it had just quit doing. And it has been the biggest blessing. And I pray that you guys, if you haven't already, just do this for yourselves because it will be a blessing in your life. Thanks for having me on tonight, Amy.
Oh, Jennifer, thank you. Isn't she amazing, you guys? And this is the gift that we share. Like, she was open enough to just come and listen, and then she was able to make an informed decision, and that ripple effect has just spread immensely, and she's touched so many lives with this already. It's just it brings tears to my eyes and joy to my heart. So I want to go ahead and just wrap this up for you guys. I really appreciate you staying on with us. And so where do we go from here now that you've kind of gotten this overview? Let's see here. Getting started. Now, there's no pressure to get started. You can take this information and you can just lock it away and not doing anything with it, or you can do something about it. And if you want to, there's a place for you. You can get started as a customer. 85% of our entire business is customers. Customers are the most important part, right? That most people are just out there. They've been grabbing, like I said earlier, just whatever they can, playing mad scientist and hoping it sticks. But what if you knew that the research was done, that it was ready, and that you just had to pick a stack that was relatable to what you want, the solution that you want? And so there's just a couple packs in here. You can go in there. The person that invited you can again get the information from you, and you can pick, okay, this fits my budget. I can commit to this. And I tell people, commit to 3 months at a minimum, because you didn't get this way overnight. You're not going to just magically wake up the next day. Some people do, but I'm not going to guarantee that for you. I want you to be committed to 3 months of consistent activation to see the power that is unlocked inside your God-given body. But we are in a wild time, y'all, with this economy. And so more and more people are looking for side gig opportunities. I know I was, and this was before inflation went even nutso. And I didn't know how to sell. I knew how to love people, that was about it. And teach people. But I did not think I could make a business out of this. And honestly, I truly believe it just takes a true passion of loving and serving people with a willingness to learn and grow and plug in. And you have an amazing community surrounding you. I didn't have to do all the work myself. I just had to plug into my mentors, listen to them, and let them lead me with love. And I started getting paid. And that completely changed the trajectory of our life. As Julie mentioned at the beginning, we just recently bought our dream acreage, is what I kind of call it. Came with a lot of work. Living the dream looks a lot like work, but this was something that was literally just a dream in a far off land that I thought maybe someday. And the reality is, when you help enough people get what they want, you can in turn get what you want as well. And so we started sharing this. And if that's you today and you're looking for, it doesn't matter where you're at. If you're looking for a sidekick income, if you're looking for just paying for your products, if you've Rolodex 20 people already, they're like, I know these people need this yesterday. Oh my goodness. You can get started with the business pack. These are our 3 most popular packs. I've had multiple people this month sign up with the business pack. They're like, give me it all. I want to try it all. I'm already thinking of these people. Like, we got to go. Right? That's how we came in. But then there's other packs to fit people. Maybe you're not quite there yet and you just kind of want to get started, but you don't want to dive all the way in. You can just get the basics, the healthy glow stack and some skincare, or just the healthy glow stack, that Nerf 2 and that collagen, and get those amazing results for yourself with the opportunity to earn. So just get back with the person and tell them where you're at. Because what we love to do is we love to take it, we love to feel it, and then we share it. It is so incredible because I don't have to carry a ton of assets. I don't have overhead. I know that in the chiropractic business, there's a lot of overhead. If you are running a brick and mortar, there is overhead that you have to take care of on a monthly basis. And all my overhead is the product that I consume. And the rest is taken care of for me. And I don't have employees. I have teamies, I call them. They're part of my team. And they can do as little or as little or as much as they want. I will walk with them. I will run with them. I will have them out to my house and we will celebrate them. Like, I love what I do with my team, but I'm not their boss. And you can work from anywhere. We have a customer service call center. We have huge tax benefits. And this is a debt-free company. That's a pretty significant thing. We are publicly traded. So we were talking before this call on how the stock, if you go to LFVN and look at our stock, it's going up, baby, because they know what's coming. We have the best activators on the planet, the only activators that can claim what we can claim. And we're launching a brand new weight loss product that's going to completely revolutionize the industry. Like, this is the time. Erin Brockovich does calls with us. She's done multiple calls this month with us, and she sits on our board of directors. And if you know Erin Brockovich, you know that that woman is a fighter for the truth and for the people. And when she saw what this could do, she said, I have to be a part of that. And so I have to show this. Everybody gets started as a consultant. And then this is the line of like your average monthly commissions. So I just got started there, just like everybody else. And I shared with a few people and my paycheck grew. And I shared with a few more people and got a teamie and my paycheck grew. And then I shared with a few more people and I helped my teamie share with a few more people and my paycheck grew. How beautiful is that? And it continued to grow. And like Julie mentioned, we are currently executive consultant ones in this business. And these charts are not lies. But I'm telling you, coming from a person working in the social work background, I'd be having to work 180 hours a week in my day job to be doing what we're doing now with that beautiful leveraged income, because so many people get on these products, they love these products and what they do for their lives, but they don't want to get off of them. So it's directly related to how many people you help. So with that said, I just hope that if you're sitting there, don't forget that you can dream big. You can start small like we did in that 2-bedroom apartment. And you can act daily and it will completely transform not only your life, but the ripple effect of lives that are out there praying for something that you too were praying for. And you can bless a lot of lives that way. Act daily. All right. Thank you so much. Get back with the person that invited you. Don't leave them hanging, and have a blessed, blessed night.